we go.
That helps.
The live is starting. We are now live, boys.
Oh!
What it do, baby?
I don't know what that was, but yeah, we back.
It was relief. I like that, though. It means we're feeling good.
Exactly.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Animemperor. I'm Jason.
I am Tony.
And we fucking live.
We're live in a bitch. Loud and living color, baby.
So we have the things that we normally want to talk about, but I think today we want to start off a little different on something that is kind of hit. I mean, it's part of the anime community as well as like the live action / fanime community.
Is that a real?
I don't know, but I just did that.
I like
liked
that.
It, so I said it.
Fanime. That's dope.
Part of the anime fandom community. I'm gonna say fanime though. So
I like that shit a lot.
I mean, Tony, you want to take it from here? Because you brought it to my attention.
Yeah, so basically, and we've talked about live action anime on here a few times, which we hate.
All of the live action anime movies outside of Rurouni Kenshin.
Exactly. So these smaller companies that make fan-made anime or fanime,
the YouTube channel specifically.
Yeah, they do it a lot better. And I feel like they can take, like the bigger production companies can take a
lot of fucking notes.
Exactly. So with that said, Reanime, they recently released a One Punch fan-made film,
which was fucking dope.
Which was awesome.
Yoshi, shout out. Shout out to Yoshi.
Mm-hmm. For sure. I mean, it's not on their YouTube channel anymore, which is kind of why we're talking about it.
Yeah.
So if you didn't see it, that sucks. But yeah. So basically, I believe it was Madhouse or it might have been Bandai as well. Bandai Namco.
They said on their Instagram, they said Bandai Namco.
Bandai Namco forced them to take it down because of copyright infringement or whatnot. And basically, Reanime has been reaching out to the community to, with a petition and everything to get them to be able to put it back on their channel.
Yeah, and it's completely silly that they were going to knock it down for copyright infringement because it's not like they were making money off of. Now, if here's where there's the because it can be black and white or very gray. Now, if they had this video up and they were making off of the video, then yes, it's copyright infringement. Mm-hmm. But it's a fan-made film, and for what I know, fan-made stuff is never unless it's through a third party, and it's videos on YouTube. You're just doing it because you love what you do, and you love the world that has been created and built, and you just want to make something of that world because you don't think anything out there has given it the right shine that it should have. And Reanime is one of the studios that has, or I guess you want to call it a studio, you want to call it just a YouTube channel, whatever. They a production company. They've done a great job with a lot of their
fan-made stuff.
Exactly.
They've done a lot of Batman, Avatar, and all of it's dope. Yeah. Every bit of it. And for them to get what I think they had like a strike against them.
Well,
YouTube.
They had several strikes, and then they got. Because I don't think the channel's been taken down, but they got the strikes on that video. Yeah. The most recent one being the
One Punch Man.
Yeah, the One Punch Man one where it was Genos versus Saitama, and it was dope.
Really dope. They followed it to a T.
The final school, it was really fun to watch.
Loved it, man.
So it makes no sense for it to get taken down unless they're monetizing it. And on the IG, they joked that it got taken down because it was too good. Honestly,
Probably,
all of these fan-made films are way better than the shit you see in the fucking movies where they spend millions and millions of dollars.
Yep.
Like, I don't know why they don't just hire the people that are doing these YouTube videos to make the fucking movie. I mean, they have a budget.
Yeah, it's
then bring the actual creators of the thing. Like, I'm really, not looking forward to this live-action Avatar that's going to be on Netflix. Yeah, because the creators dropped out for creative differences. Exactly. I'm like, bro, how you
gonna have a creative difference with the creator?
So we're gonna have another shit fucking Avatar because we had that live action piece of crap however many years ago where I paid for 3D. I was so excited. Paid for 2 3D tickets for my brother on the premiere night. We went in, we were hyped, and within 15 minutes, half of the theater had walked out. And I refused to walk out because I spent that fucking money. And so I just sat and pouted the whole film because they couldn't say anyone's fucking name right. Bro,
it's crazy, bro.
And the acting was complete shit, too. But,
Bruh, I don't know. I feel like this is a real problem, though. Because I'm like, they're basically driving a wedge between themselves and the fan base.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the people that make these Reanime, I'm like, they're clearly fans of the anime. And they're just paying homage to it in their own way. Just recreating it live action. So why would you condemn them for that? It makes no sense to me.
Yeah, it's really sad.
I mean, I hope this isn't like the beginning of like them trying to take down people's fan made films just because either they're they did it better, or
yeah, because there's other Bandai projects. So what I'm confused on is, I mean, like there's Dragon Ball Z things out there.
Yeah,
fan-made films.
Robot Underdog. They did,
and those are all up.
Mm-hmm,
so it's like, what happened differently with this? That's where I'm like, did they monetize it accidentally, or you wouldn't accidentally monetize it? So I'm curious, did they monetize this short film, or were they promoting in a way that they were making money off of it, that they decided to knock it down? Because it doesn't make sense that one gets knocked and not anything else, or any of the other known good ones that are Bandai owned.
Exactly. Because Dragon Ball Z, Light of Hope, that's been up for what? I think like a year now.
Yeah.
And it hasn't been
that
taken
shit looks
down.
better than anything else out that's Dragon Ball related.
Swear to God, it does. So, yeah, I don't know, man. Just wanted to open up with that and just express our distaste for that.
Yeah, and then brought up too the shit with Riven.
Yeah, they did Boku no Hero.
Yeah, I mean, now it was fan made, but it wasn't any characters in the world. They made their own characters. They had their own intro song, which was fantastic. But they shot it amazing. The powers were really cool. It was the same world of Boku no Hero, My Hero Academia.
Yeah, but like a completely original story.
Yeah,
and
original characters, original names, original powers. It was fucking dope.
I heard they was even. I think it was Lionsgate they were trying to get.
Yeah,
to help them like actually make a show and stuff.
Because I know a lot of this is a lot of these anime films. Not only are they made because you love them, but it's also in hopes that you do get work out of doing them. So maybe I don't know if because. It doesn't make sense that One Punch Man would be the one to get knocked.
Right.
Unless they were suddenly getting huge offers for shit that wasn't happening for Bandai because they're fucking dumb.
And I'm like, if that's what happened, like, why didn't y'all just make them a better offer? Yeah, like, bring them on board.
Or just hire them. Yeah, exactly.
Like, what? It makes no sense to me, man. But, yeah, it sucks. But I really hope that they can get it back up. Cause
that's pretty much our hot take this week.
Yeah, for sure.
Studios, you're fucking up. Hire these hire the people that are making your shit look good.
Exactly.
When it comes to live action, because y'all aren't doing it. Exactly. Y'all just fuck it up.
Because you can't trust these big production companies to do it right. Clearly.
Yeah, because then it's gonna be people that don't have any intent,
no love for the project.
Love or interest.
Haven't even watched it.
Doing it their own way, completely butchering story and characters.
This is how people's childhoods get fucked up. Yeah. And this is how you get toxic fandom.
And people ripping apart your fucking films. So just.
Yeah, man.
Go to the fucking creators for your stupid projects.
Yep.
You're not gonna pull in the audience if you're gonna do your own way, or you're gonna pull in an audience and then piss them all off and make them fucking hate you, and you're not gonna work again.
Facts.
Or not the way you want to.
Fucking facts.
Just listen to the fucking creators and listen to the fans more so.
Exactly.
Listen to the fucking fans.
Because we the ones paying you,
and we're the ones telling you get the creators on board. So I don't give a shit about fucking Avatar now.
You wouldn't exist without us.
No. So on to better things. Let's talk about anime. First thing we had this week that comes out on Mondays. By the way, I wait till the last minute to binge all these so they're fresh on my mind. I think which we both started doing for the most part.
Yeah, I watch them all on
God of High School comes out the day after we do the podcast, and I be fucking forgetting it otherwise. So I watched everything yesterday, and bro, guys was finally getting some shit right. I don't know if it started with last episode. Oh, because I saw it in some comments too, and people it's only gonna be like 13 episodes for season 1. So
it's 13.
But it's just like it was still so rushed. But these last 2 episodes were
what episode
fantastic.
was this, 11?
Was this 11 or 10?
I think it was 11. I want to say it was 11.
Okay, it's probably 11.
Is it on my...
About to pull it
I
up.
don't have it with me.
About to pull it up.
But yeah, they definitely upped the ante. And I wish they were doing this earlier in the season, but it was 10?
This was 10.
So there's 3 more episodes.
Yeah, and this shit was sick as fuck. This episode was fucking dope. Now, I do think I still enjoyed the last episode more, but it might just have been because they finally did some shit.
Yeah.
But this is the direction we've wanted the anime to go this whole time when it comes to fights being throughout the episode and getting backstory for characters.
Yeah.
So we got backstory on the guy that was basically like his Jinmora's granddad's friend's son.
What's his name?
Ilpyo.
Something like that.
Ilpyo. But he's basically Jin's granddad told him as a kid, teach my son shit.
Yeah.
And so this whole episode, because when they're fighting, people like their teammates watching were saying it's like he's coaching him, which he was. He was dead ass coaching him. He's saying how you suck at close combat. Your moves are are very telegraphed, and they take too long to and it's too long to prep, and it's really draining on your body.
Exactly. Yeah.
And as they're fighting, Jin just adapts immediately. Like, so he said, "Oh, well, first he gets his ass whooped, and he's like, think, and then he addresses the first thing, which was
he pulled out old girl's no sword style.
He said, "Oh, word, I suck at close combat." Copy the Moonlight Sword. We're like, oh shit! I was like, okay, so he's a copycat too. That's kind of lit. He didn't have a Chariot yet.
Yeah. He pulled out Daewa's was it Black Tortoise?
The Black Tortoise stance with a punch. Like, oh shit.
And what was the third thing he did?
It was
Black Tortoise. I can't remember.
Oh, he was able to use his power without getting drained. Like, he just started throwing his dragon kicks.
Oh yeah, he came out with a new Jin original.
Yeah, Jin original 3.
Yeah.
Or they did like the axe kick. In the air. They both did it.
Yeah.
And dropped shit. I was like, okay, that was fucking
So
sexy. And then they fused into Super Grey Dragon.
So dope.
And then fucking Ilpio's like, I can't lose yet. Gets up, has a Chariot, and he turns into fucking Sage Mode Naruto.
Bruh. So that they saying he's the key though. Did you see
that's what everyone's
I was
saying.
like, what the fuck?
Like, okay.
So
well, what if they think he's the key because he's so strong, but then Jin gets one and he becomes the key? So there is the thing too. It's like, what if there's more than one key?
That was crazy though, because the commissioner and the dude from Nox, the leader, they weren't even there at the fight, and they both sensed it.
Yeah, because his power said -1.
Yeah,
they're like, oh shit,
what the fuck?
Yeah, that was dope. Oh, we didn't bring up either.
Bro,
it looks like Daewa's got a Chariot.
Oh, the water shit.
Yeah, because he was doing the punch shit, and
kept
then like something
her
different. He
moves
had the bandage on his face, like, and he got off, and they're like, something's changed, and he's like, I've been training.
Yeah, that's all he said.
Secret training. That's it.
Secret training.
So I would like to assume that he has a Chariot just from the shit he was doing, because he wasn't doing stances with those punches. He was just punching.
He was punching,
and he fucked that girl up. She didn't have a Chariot either, right? She was just
like she hit him in his ear to knock off his equilibrium, like knock off his balance, but it didn't work.
Yeah, well, it worked though. Like,
a little
for
bit,
a second,
but
and then he just
she sure didn't take advantage of it. She got fucked up. But that whole fucking episode, bro, and then like the fight between Nox and the commissioners and shit, like you saw all of them releasing their chariots.
Bro,
and shit.
I love
that shit was so dope, bro. It was so fucking hype.
I rewound. That was the scene I rewatched over and over and over again, especially when they were dancing with the scythe.
Yeah, bro.
With the scythe and the dragon, bro. That shit was so fucking hype.
Bro.
That shit was so fucking dope.
I don't even know what that dude's name was. I just know he said he was one of the secret treasure or national treasure users or whatever.
Oh yeah, the dude on the building, bro. He's one of the 6.
Up there dancing.
That shit
and
was so dope.
Like,
so
this is my
so his character from the 6. Yeah, I was getting so hyped with the guys on the drums.
Yes.
You could feel them with the sweat and their heads swinging and shit. It was a dope sequence. So there's a sequence where, when the leader of the 6, or I don't know if he's a leader, but the guy of the 6 has a scar on his head, and then the leader of Nox are banging. The leader of Nox is dropping his fucking Excalibur heavenly sword shit again.
And summon God, basically.
Yeah, and basically, summon this God he's just all black.
Yeah.
Like a black shadow.
Looks like the fucking thing off of Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, that's what I thought immediately. Yeah. I was like, yo, this is some Full Metal shit happening right now. I was like, this dead ass, like, I was like, what the fuck? And because he has all of his disciples or followers make this circle, and they're having this sword drop, and then the guy, the leader of the 6, puts his hand up and has this like big ass cross, like blocking it, and then everyone just starts banging, and we get to see everyone's power. Well, we got to see
the dragon,
and the scythe, but the other 2 we just saw them spinning and kicking a lot. It was beautiful, but I don't know what their powers are. But it was fucking dope. Like this whole episode was hype, and it was not only hype, it was also story.
Yeah, a lot of story.
It was nice to have story too. And then because when they're on they go to the building, and it's that guy dancing up there. He just has a whole bag. He just has a duffel bag of fucking weapons.
He takes the curtain. He's like a tarp covering up all these spears and
so
guns.
Throwing weapons and shooting guns and rockets, and has a bazooka and then a spear that he doesn't throw the spear, but he like points it and laser shoots out. He puts a mask on, makes a magic circle, puts his head through it, and like does like the worm bites the sword, and that's when he finally breaks it. But this whole time they have these drummers going.
He up here grooving.
Bro, the whole episode was fucking. It was so
man.
sick.
I'm gonna watch
Loved
it again.
every moment.
I have to.
Yeah,
I have to watch it
like
again.
that whole sequence was just so fucking fire.
I loved it, man. I was like, this is what we've been waiting on. And then I'm like, this feels like a season finale, but it's not.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I wonder what.
We got 3 more episodes.
3 more episodes. So I'm like, I wonder what else gonna happen. And they showed a little bit of the next episode with Ilpia, whatever his name is, looking like Kurama and goddamn Naruto and Sage Mode type shit. And I wonder what the fuck Jin's gonna pull out, bro. Cause low key, I think he on the ropes right now.
Jin?
Yeah.
Oh,
Cause
yeah.
I mean.
Because he's gonna get a Chiriak at some point. But they did end up stopping the sword shit.
Mm-hmm.
But now that we know, and then also the shark dude, the one with the long blue hair.
Yeah.
We now know that he worked
was working
with Nox, and now he wants to keep for himself.
Yeah.
So does that mean I don't know how? So what we don't know is how you use and abuse the key. Does it mean like you have to beat them or something, or you tie them down, or you have to kill them and you get the power? Like that part's not explained, and since neither of us watched the webtoon,
because his motive is definitely different from Nox's. Because Nox, from what they were saying, their whole thing is. Their religion that they believe in, they just don't want anyone else to use Chariot.
Yeah, they want to be the sole people with Chariot.
Yeah, so they just want to kill everybody else that has them. So I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense now. I wish we knew this before, but it definitely gave a lot of context to the story and a lot about like who these people are and
we
their
still
motives.
don't know shit about Jin, really.
Not at all, bro. Like clearly he's the center of all of this.
Yeah, it's just still annoying that the main character of the anime we still know the least about with 3 more episodes.
We do know one thing. We know his name is Jin.
Yes. So. Jin Mori Jin.
That's it.
And he does Taekwondo.
Shut the fuck up.
And he do. But no.
Useless commentary.
Yo, that's gonna be a highlight. Cause I know you was staring.
His face of just pure
Fuck yeah. But nah, it was a dope episode, man. I'm excited. Again.
Yeah.
Like they keep it's like a roller coaster with this anime, bro. It's like I'm hyped, then I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, the first episode was hype, and then everything after the first episode we're kind of just like, oh, this is going quick.
Yeah.
Oh, this isn't as good anymore. And okay, now we're just kind of watching it. And, oh shit, it's going again.
Exactly. And I wish, honestly, I wish we got more of that one guy, the one that had his arm strapped up. One of the first guys Jin fought. He was banging him with one arm.
Oh.
I wish we got more of him.
Yeah.
I wanted to see him fight more, but yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, agreed.
But all things said, that episode was epic as fuck. The animation was beautiful. The damn dance sequence is my favorite, for sure.
Yeah, and, them banging on the drums up there with that dude dancing. It was like it sounds silly, but it was fucking dope. It was so dope.
Loved it.
And because just the way they also animated the guys, just super getting into the drums. The whole fight sequence was beautiful. I'm not talking about the fight sequence with Jin and Ilpi. I'm talking about the fight sequence with the music banging and all those guys from Nox and the Six going.
Yeah, that literally took up the second half of the episode.
Yeah, and that was great. Like that's the shit we've been wanting. Shit like that. I mean, that's a climactic moment, but. Things like that throughout the anime, where it's a fighting anime, and obviously you want story and you want epic fights, and we've been getting these short-ass bullshit fights and really rushed backstories, or backstories for characters you don't give 2 fucks about.
Yep.
So it's nice to see, finally at least, both happening at a good pace.
Yes, this is like fresh air that we needed. Everybody was holding their breath. And now we just exhaled.
Yeah. Now something no one was holding their breath in was in Food Wars because everyone was trying to sniff the fuck out of that food.
Oh yeah, that aroma that came up from under Saiba's dish.
So this episode we had it was the semifinals. Saiba versus Yukihira to fight against or cook against Erina Nakiri, and they had to use all 5 cuisines.
Yep, the 5 grand cuisines.
5 grand cuisines. And so Saibo finished first, and it was like trapped. And basically, the whole episode is them tasting their food. It was orgasmic. I mean, I don't know how much. At this point, everyone knows where it's leading to, so there's not really much to get into. It was a really dope episode.
Yeah, it was. This, honestly, to me, was what I was waiting on. I missed them actually going in and explaining the dish and how they put it together.
Because this whole season,
they've been breezing past
rushed,
that. Yeah, so I was happy. Even them explaining Saiba's, what the fuck did he make?
Well, I'm almost trying to remember because he has the cross knives.
Yeah.
So he used the knife grater from the White Knight. I always forget his name. And then what was the other?
He used that for the cheese, right?
No, he used that for the cheese, and I'm guessing he used Yukihira's dad's knife. Oh yeah, because he said he's gonna beat him with
his dad's knife.
Yeah.
What the fuck did he cook? I don't remember what he cooked. It was a pie. It was like a pie.
It was a pie. It was a pie with everything in it.
Yeah.
And then Yukihira made.
He had like a ravioli in it, and some. It looked like cheese when they bit the ravioli, but it was like some
like a super chicken pot pie.
Yeah. It looked good as fuck.
I wanted some. Bro, I love watching the show just like, damn, that would taste good as fuck.
So he was so intricate with what his dish was and everything, and then Yukihira comes and
again,
it's fried rice.
That's his go-to fucking meal.
Was like, what? Fried rice? Yeah. What do you mean?
But it slapped, and apparently, Mana being Erina's mom, both his parents have the gifting, and we've seen his dad's gifting. And it's just like him shooting out of his clothes, and everyone, like the people directly around him shooting out of his clothes.
You just hear this knock, boom, boom, and
but when his mom, their mom had it happen, and she's like at the top of this tower, far away as fuck. Yeah. And you hear this like fucking drum sounds, big ass clap. Then everyone's clothes just start fucking flying off.
Everybody half naked.
Yeah,
I was like, I like where this is going.
Naked. I was waiting for it to happen to the judges. It didn't happen to the judges.
It didn't.
I was like,
it was people in the crowd.
Yeah, I was like, I want it to happen when Yukihira did it. I want it to happen to everybody. I just wanted everybody naked,
bro. The way that the women were shaking, bro. I was like, they really just came. They was just shaking like a motherfucker, bro. I was like, wow.
Everyone comes in that show, bro. There's no holds barred.
But,
gender equality in this show. Everyone comes.
Sort of got Saiba, his dish caused that, but Yukihira's did too, also. So she liked both the dishes.
Oh, yeah, she loved both. We'll find out, obviously, next episode.
Yeah, but Yukihira's was dope, man. Like, when they explained how he cooked the rice and shit,
yeah, like, damn, bro. And then the story of how he learned too, because he says he's learned from failure, and Saiba was calling him basically a pussy and saying you're a loser and you're lame because I don't know failure. And but yeah, Yukihira's dish he learned from his mom.
Yeah,
from his mom.
Now we know why they brought her up last episode.
Was his mom her first or not first dish? The first dish that he learned was to make fried rice, and the flashback.
She sucked at it apparently.
Yeah, she it was always hit or miss, but most of the time miss.
Yeah,
and she burnt the fuck out of the outside. But basically from that he learned how to cook his dish. But yeah, this shit
was so dope, bro. Like. I forget the type of egg they said that he used. It's like a soft boiled egg or something with the runny inside.
Yeah.
And like he cooked it in this.
But because he kept spinning it and shit, it just
with the high heat,
it equally covered every grain of rice.
Yeah, every grain of rice had
all the flavor
a
in
thin of egg on it. It was dope as fuck.
You bite it and it just explodes.
Dope as fuck.
Nuts in your mouth.
Basically,
that's what they had.
That one dude. So it was like 2 judges that were women and then like one guy. I rewinded this part. I don't know. It just stuck out to me. But when he was looking at the rice and he's like, "Oh!" he like flipped the fuck out. I rewinded that part so many times because I was like, his reaction to the rice. He's like, "What the fuck?" But yeah, that I love that fucking episode, man. That was dope. That shit was amazing. But yeah, that's probably my favorite episode of this season so far.
Oh, yeah, easily.
That was dope. But yeah, it was a good episode. I'm excited to see who won this motherfucker.
This episode was the closest to one of the, like you said earlier, like to the old episodes.
Yeah.
They took their time with it and actually showed shit.
Exactly. Yeah. That shit was great. So yeah, I'm looking forward to see who she's gonna pick. I mean, I feel like the given would be Yukihira since his fucking show, but
it'll probably be Yukihira just because that's the show.
Yeah,
it's his show. It wouldn't make sense story wise. Like, where do you go if it's Saiba?
Right.
I mean, I'm sure they have somewhere to go.
Right.
Naturally, though, you would think it's gonna go to Yukihira.
I wonder what they're gonna do. We'll find out next week.
Especially since they got Nakiri's or Erina's dad there now too.
Oh yeah, he did pop up.
Wait, what's the fucking mission that those 2 guys were on? The Curry guy and Shark Boy.
Yeah, they was like having binoculars and shit. And
yeah, they're dressed up on top of a fucking building like they were on some spy mission.
Yeah, I don't know what
doing
the fuck they was on.
Spec Ops shit.
Good point. I don't know what the hell they was on. That was random as shit.
Yeah,
like the whole episode.
I was confused.
Huh. Moving
on. Let's go with. Well, I guess we can go with Fire Force because there's no more Ogun, so I'm sad.
Yeah.
Same. It was interesting. It was actually a very interesting episode though.
What the fuck happened? I remember. Never mind.
Yeah. So we get back to the base and we're back to Fire Force Station 8. Mm-hmm. And Shinra tells their captain and vice captain about what they learned or
debrief.
What they happened. Basically, just debriefing them on basically the Amaterasu has a person inside of it that was a sacrifice hundreds of years ago, as is the same with the tabernacle. And so they told the higher ups, and because Shinra wants everyone to know, but it would just cause chaos naturally. Shinra's a kid; he's not gonna think about that shit.
Yep.
It would just cause mass chaos. Mm-hmm. And then it would just get hushed up. like what didn't happen.
Yep.
So Shinra's pissed about that, but then
he said it was going to take 3 years.
Yeah,
3 years for them to ease this out to the public, because basically their whole mission proved that the teachings of Soul is bullshit.
Bro, you always know when churches involve some anime, it's dark bullshit.
Bro,
just because how it is in real life.
I was gonna say it reflects life pretty accurately, pretty fucking accurate. I was like, bro,
it's life is all I'm saying.
Amen. Yes, it does. I was like, bro, it's crazy the similarities that you can take from anime and even just movies and stuff about how it reflects what actually happens in real life, bro. It's crazy. But what's this dude, the scientist guy?
Lito.
Yeah, him. We already knew Arthur was right. It was Pi. So he basically validated it.
Confirmed it. And him finding the truth makes him come really hard.
Basically. He gives no fuck about anything but the truth.
Yeah. And
which makes him dangerous,
I like this episode, though, because we got more backstory on Joker.
Yeah.
I'm pretty, the next episode is all Joker backstory, which is because I saw the preview, and because he's a character that we've been curious about. We've been introduced to him.
We haven't seen much of him at all.
So I'm kind of fight Shinra one time, but he was holding back, obviously.
Mm-hmm. So he's not really
So he's basically
dark hero.
Yeah, he's a dark hero.
That's the name of the episode,
That's the
Dark
name of the
Hero.
episode. I was like, oh, that's dope. Now he obviously is out for his own interests, but he's out for. But his justice is knowing the truth.
Exactly.
And so in finding out the truth is like that's the only justice. It's kind of the same for Licto.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck what they gotta do. They just want truth.
They just want the truth. That's their justice.
Bad, it don't matter.
Exactly. So I mean, Licto has no powers. He's a scientist. Joker is. What is he? He makes fire cards and he kind of turns into smoke or ash or some shit.
I think so.
We haven't seen the full extent of his powers.
Yeah. But what
and Shinmon.
I was gonna say Licto. Is that his name? How'd you say his name?
I was saying Licto. That's how they say in the show.
Licto.
L-I-C-T-H. L-I-C-T. So Licto.
Oh yeah, Licto. Yeah, whatever.
Licto.
But yeah, he made a statement where he said that evangelist dogs or whatnot wouldn't be able to release the truth, but a stray dog would. Meaning he was talking about Joker.
Yeah.
So that leads to Joker going to see old boy. I forget his name too.
Benny Shinmon.
Him.
Or I forget what the Ben something, but yeah, Shinmon.
They had his fucking name backwards too at one point. But yeah.
He said, I'm not Shinmon.
Beniru?
Ben whatever.
I'm gonna say Benihana. That sounds good.
I'm not Shinmon Benihana. I'm Benihana Shinmon. And then they're like, oh shit.
But that conversation with them was dope.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't really trust you, nigga, but I'm gonna be with you just because I don't trust you.
Yeah, because because he hates the church. He doesn't trust the church at all.
Yeah.
So then
what they call him, a proto
nationalist.
Yeah.
Which I don't know what the fuck that is.
Me neither. But that's what he is. And he hates the church. And they basically stormed the fucking church, the temple.
Which was sick. Yeah, because first they're on top of this building and they're looking down on it. And he's like, why'd we fly if we're just going to walk right in? He's like, because a hero looks down on. He was saying, he's like, this was some My Hero shit. I was like, that was a My Hero moment. This was straight from. This is like a moment with Stain or some shit.
Yeah.
Where he's just looking down, it's like, because it's what a hero would do.
He's like, wait, we going down? Why we even come up here? He's like, because a hero looks down on it. Like,
what? I was like, all right. It was dope though. And then they just literally just walked in, and because right before they walk in, there's a scene with like probably the priest or
like equivalent of the Pope. I guess.
Saying like, oh, don't anger him. We don't want him here, but we also need to take care of him. And then within seconds of that happening, like, oh, Shinmon's at the front gate. He's fucking people up.
He's like, what? What we do? We didn't do nothing, bro. What you here for?
And then they're like, okay, go get him. And supposedly these guys are the elite guard. They didn't do a fucking thing.
Nothing.
They're just getting bodied, and they all have, for whatever reason, they have a bowl cut and bald on the top.
That was so weird.
Like, what the fuck is this haircut?
That's so
this
weird.
Weird ass. Yeah.
But
so they body all of them until Big Buff Boy is at the doorway and says,
did something.
He says, nah, nigga, basically. And you
just hear
you don't hear shit. And you just see Shinmon just fall over.
Just passed out.
And Joker stands over him and
goes, like, hey, you good?
No response. Then he says, lame. So.
And that was it.
That was the episode. And then the end, the trailer after credits is showing Joker's backstory. So I'm hyped to know more about Joker.
I'm ready to see him bang, bro.
That's one thing they've done well with interesting characters. They have given you some backstory. And this one's showing Joker as like a kid. And it looks like he's in the church.
Yeah.
Which he fucking hates, it seems like.
This is about to be dope. All
so
right.
I'm
I like where they're
that.
going with this. I think Fire Force is probably going to have 24 episodes. Or 26. What do you think?
Well, what was season 1?
Because it's 3 episodes. It would technically be 3 episodes left, I guess. But I feel like it's going to keep going into fall.
Yeah, let's see. Well, season 1 had 24, so we can hope because
Yeah,
we're already at 11.
Yeah, I think
It's fucking better.
Yeah, because it can't end with.
Don't do a Food Wars did, please.
Yeah, I think
don't give me 24 and then chop my dick in half. Give me 12.
Man, I think they're gonna keep going for real.
Don't tease me, please.
But yeah, I'm excited to see his backstory, and I want to see him fight, bro. Like seriously.
Yeah,
fight.
I want to know what it's like him struggling,
Yeah.
like in a fight. Like, oh shit.
And I want to know what the fuck happened to Ben, bro. What happened to him? What did he do?
They prayed.
God, smite this motherfucker.
Holy water, bow.
Soul, God.
They have a holy water fucking squirt gun.
Bruh. But yeah, it was a good episode, man. I loved it. I want more of Ogun, but
Yeah,
we only got him in a flashback.
I want my own Ogun show. I'd be cool with the Shinmon show too, just because he bangs, and I would like seeing his backstory more.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I'll be liking side characters more than these fucking main characters
I
right
swear.
now. I don't give a fuck about Shinra anymore.
Facts. I really
Shinra
don't.
can suck my dick.
I really don't care about Shinra.
The side character, I feel like for the most part, the side characters in this show are more interesting than Shinra.
They are
In a lot of cases.
They really are.
Yeah.
The only thing Shinra has is that he smiles when he gets nervous. That's
Smoking
it.
is nervous, and he break dances with fire feet.
Yeah, and I think Sanji will beat his ass. I'm just saying. I mean, if we're gonna talk about people with
Unless
fire
he's got
feet,
an Adola burst, unless he's got an Adola, if he has Adola's grace, then he's not beating Sanji. But without Adola's grace, yeah, I would say Sanji wins too.
another one I thought about too was Sanji versus Ilpio or whatever from Gata High School, because he got flame kicks too.
Yeah,
I
might give that one to Ilpio just because of the martial arts.
Oh no, man! I'm gonna think Sanji. Whoop his
One
ass.
Piece is your anime, bro. You gonna be
I'm
biased.
gonna see Sanji whoop everybody. Anybody that got flame feet, Sanji putting fucking feet on them. That's all I'm gonna say. That's how I feel about it.
I mean, that's fair. You biased as fuck, but that's
Diable
fair.
Jambe on these motherfuckers, bro. But yeah, anyway. What was we even talking about? Oh, Fire Force.
Sanji. Sanji in Fire Force.
There we go. But
Sanji's the lead character in Fire. Should be the lead character in Fire Force, basically.
Let me see. But what you said about the holy water made me think about Misfit.
Oh yeah.
Even though we was gonna talk about that last, but it's a good segue.
No. We were gonna save ReZero for last. We're still saving ReZero for last.
Yeah, for
Fuck
sure.
that.
Always.
We saved that. That's the
The
best
best
right
for
now. We gotta
last,
save that for
bro.
last, bro.
But yeah, might as well go into Misfit of Demon High School.
Demon
Or
King Academy.
Demon King Academy.
But
There
I
we go.
forgive you.
I'm sorry. But yeah,
They're still doing the exams,
They fought.
but now it's the Demon King Aldos Valdigold fucking them up.
I will say this was some of the best animation so far.
This shit was fucking dope.
It was
It was
dope.
a really dope ass episode.
It was dope.
This
They was
really-
banging.
It
I was like,
fun.
finally, bro.
Yeah.
Finally. Even old girl, I forget her name every time. The one with demon eyes.
Oh,
She's
Sasha.
Sasha, yeah, she was banging with the big dude.
Yeah, no, that was a good fight, and then she showed his ass out.
Yep.
Lay also showed that little nigga's so annoying, bro.
Who?
The little blonde one on the hero.
Yeah, the little
The
short,
one that
the
Lay
short
fought?
dude. Yeah.
She was like gonna say he was gonna give him a stigma, and Lay said, "Oh, word, you thought," and then does it to him. I'm like, "Thank you, fuck that little
Taught
nigga."
him a lesson, bro, on everything. What was it, like the Earth Sword and like a
Earth sword and then a holy sword.
Yeah.
It was Earth sword and holy sword, and it was like if you get hit with this Earth sword and I slash you with this holy sword, you'll get a stigma.
Yeah, and you won't be able to heal it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said, "Okay, cool. Let
He's
me
like-
do that to you."
Nigga, you can't use a holy sword. Nigga
Yeah.
brought it out, bro.
And he said, "Oh no!" First he said you can't use my Earth sword. He was that. Then he said you can't use a holy sword.
You see when he was trying to call it back, what are you doing over there? Come back to me. Come
Yeah.
back. Nah, B. It's my shit
Yeah,
now.
this nigga's weak as
Fuck
fuck.
him up, bro. And then what was
Then we saw
Aldo's doing? He was
Aldous was fighting the one with the glasses.
oh yeah, and then the
We were
quiet
hearing that voice.
chick. Yeah.
First we heard that voice. We kept hearing the voice
Kill
saying,
them,
"Kill
kill
the
them."
demons, kill all
Yeah.
demons, kill all demons," and we still don't know who it is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's like a curse that one of the heroes put on. I'm still thinking Jurga,
Mm-hmm.
the first like the hero canon's like first mate dude
Yeah,
is
it's
the
like-
one that did it.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
I feel like it's him.
I feel like it is too.
Because I'm assuming the guy that he killed that turned into a demon was like a descendant of him, just because he seems so similar and his hate for demons was so strong.
Yeah.
And you see, we saw what happened too when they get exposed to holy light, because Misha.
Oh yeah, that sacred light.
Yeah, Misha's going that listens to Aldos to go to the shrine, to go to this voice of the girl whose source he was holding on to,
Mm-hmm.
and so Misha goes down, and that's when she sees their teacher, and she gets fucking stabbed, which we know she's not gonna
Bro,
die.
he
We
stabbed
know-
her. I counted. It was over 10 times.
He stabbed her once. She fell down, and then it just shows his shadow just stabbing the fuck out of her.
I
I
was
was
like,
like, God
damn.
damn! And there's just blood shooting out of her. I'm like, fuck.
I was like, this went dark. I mean, I
Yeah,
know it's
I mean,
dark,
it-
but
yeah.
damn, like this is
I
the
was like,
darkest I've
damn.
seen.
And then on the final thrust, I'm like, oh, okay, this is when he's gonna come in.
And then he
so Alice comes in, just fucking
blew his whole torso out.
grabs his source as like a corrupted source, and then turned him into a demon. pulled out his source, and he said, "This is the most painful pain for a human, or the worst pain for a human is playing out their source."
Yeah, and he was like the hero did this repeatedly. His source would die, but he would always bring himself back.
So yeah. If he, as long as he had one, he could always bring himself back.
He was like, "You lowly piece of shit! Don't you ever compare yourself to the real hero? Like you know nothing about him, basically."
Yeah, but all those fights were dope.
Dope as fuck, man. What else happened? Oh, because what was it? Sasha, she poisoned his pen.
Yeah, that was dope. Yeah,
because when she threw it back to him, I was like, she gave it back to him. Like he acted like he got it back on his own. I was like, she clearly did something to that shit. And when he tried to attack, like he just got fucked up.
Yeah, all the hero Cannon Jurga dudes got fucked up.
Body, bro. But the thing with the one, so the girl that can't talk or was quiet or whatever with the sword, was she the third year chick that we was talking about?
I'm pretty sure that was the third year chick, but so when they activate her, is what they seemed like, she becomes just basically an automaton and listens to them and is stronger than all of them.
So, but the one that was down in the...
That's actually... Yeah, she's actually the source... Like, that seems like the actual source. Because when he grabbed onto her, that's... Or the source of the automaton person.
She was the fourth source, right?
Yeah. He was able to hear that source, and that was where he sent Misha at the shrine.
Right.
So, that seems... And then... So, Aldous goes to talk to her at the end of the episode, and she says she's all magic. He's like, what happened to Hero Cannon?
Right, that's what it was.
He's like, there's a whole story, and she says, I'm all magic. So,
that threw me off.
I was like... Okay.
Because I was expecting her to say, I'm the hero. I thought she was going to say she was... What?
The funniest part of this fucking episode...
Oh, shit.
When he's having those bitches sing.
Yeah. I forgot about that. He was like... Because they basically did a fucking spirit bomb.
All right, so like, first the heroes have this move where they, like, take the power of all of their people and...
It's a spirit bomb.
Yeah, they do a spirit bomb. It's like a spirit bomb power up. So they like put their hands in the air, and then all the humans are like, oh, the humans need our power, or the heroes need our power. So they all put their hands in the air, and you just see their source energy coming out and shooting up into this thing, and then dropping down, being sucked up by the hero canon characters. And and they're like, we have over 2 million. Do you think this is comparable to what you had back then? There was only thousands of people. We have millions of people now. And Aldous is like, oh, word.
I'm gonna have these 10
so then
bitches
they try to
sing.
go at him, and they still can't do shit. And then he says to his 8 super fans, sing for me, hoes.
Yeah,
and so they start singing this goofy ass song. I'm reading it along as if I say, this song is goofy as fuck. And now he's fucking them up, and he's like, how can your song be stronger? Your 8 be stronger than our millions? And then Valdi goes like, how dare you think that any of these humans now have the source strength or love or power that they had back then. It's not about the amount of people. It's about the amount of love that they have for who they're doing it for. And he's like, this is incomparable. Your 2 million doesn't even compare to the 2,000 that did it back then.
Potent love.
Or whatever it was, yeah. And so, bro, that song.
It was so goofy, bro. I stopped reading it like halfway. I was like, this is bullshit.
Oh, shit. But
shit was hilarious.
that made the episode for me, was that fucking singing. Like, all the fighting was dope. The character's dope. I love his character's awesome. But that singing was fucking hilarious, dude.
I like when he gets serious, too, though, bro. He finally just bodied
Yo, so Q, we need more rants from you, but we need to be able to fucking see your ass. So,
what did he say?
He said, Q happens to be a big fan of himself.
Oh, that's great. You gotta be your number one fan, baby.
Yeah, Q. We want more Q. We need.
Hell yeah.
Oh, Q. Would you be able to get like a Halo light? Because then if you can just put that up in your car and film yourself doing the rants, that would be way fucking dope.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, like I said, I can post them and I can brighten them, but I can only do so much.
Oh, and Q, these notes are completely irrelevant to the anime. This is for something else we're doing.
Yeah, but yeah, we can talk about that later.
Oh yeah, that's separate.
For sure.
But yeah, that singing made the fucking episode for me. It was so fucking funny. All right, so let's do Decadence. So Decadence, the last episode we had, the Godot factory shut down, and Natsume is fucking mind blown.
Yeah, she passed out. From the stress of the situation, I guess.
Yeah. So I mean, pretty much. kind of want to do a long story short because I don't really feel like
not much happened.
it was
just the aftermath of the Godal factory blowing up.
Yeah, so people celebrating and eating, Natsume being first like, shocked and just mad as fuck at Kabu.
Yeah, it was like she became depressed.
Kabu and crew being driven out of the prison.
Yeah.
And like they escaped the prison now and they're in a car and they find like an old Decadence are setting up there. Mm-hmm. And they think all the Godal are dead, but actually one of the Godal before it died stabbed.
That's what
I knew exactly when it did that. I was like, I was like, that's alien. It's like it's gonna be alien.
Yeah.
And so one of the Godals like placed an egg in one of the what are they called? Fuck.
Oh, and one of the
alien dudes.
I forget what they call them.
Yeah, but put an egg inside of one of the guys that survived that was working the factory and he escaped.
Pretty much busted out of his stomach.
Busted out of his stomach, and now it's this giant mass of a monster thing.
It was basically consuming people the whole episode.
Yeah, so I'm curious now. I was confused as to how it got out of there so quick. Because 1 second we're seeing it inside the Godal factory. Mm-hmm. Not Godal factory. Inside of Decadence. Mm-hmm. The next second we're seeing it like 200 stories
big
tall,
as fuck.
outside where they are at the second Decadence in the desert. So I'm like, that's
weird.
one thing I was like, I thought that was stupid.
Yeah.
How it just, like, you wouldn't have gotten out of Decadence that,
Nah.
like, especially with consuming people.
Yeah,
like,
I agree with that.
People would have seen it. So
I was like,
I thought
for it
that
to
was
get
silly.
that big that quick, too,
Yeah,
I was like...
I thought that was silly as fuck.
Especially if it's just consuming regular people. I'm like, how's it getting that big just from... But whatever. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that was fucking silly to me.
But, yeah, it was just the aftermath of all that. She was depressed because she felt like everything she did up to that point was pointless because it was a lie. And basically, what's his name? Kabu went back in to talk to her. Was like, yeah, I'm sorry it went that way, but, you know, shit happens. Yep. And then he got bodied by the...
and the episode ended with the administrator dude pan through his fucking chest in front of Natsume.
Killed that motherfucker.
So now I'm curious as to
he can't use that avatar anymore.
So what happens to Natsume now is the real question. Because naturally you think he would just kill her right there. Mm-hmm. Like she wouldn't have anything to defend herself with.
Honestly.
And he's a super powered nigga he's in that shit.
I mean, if they're not using that gear, they pretty much powerless, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen with that. But it's gonna be interesting. Cause that I wonder what they're gonna do fighting that big ass thing too. Cause they right now they just normal cyborgs in their little.
Just fucking super punch it again.
I wonder what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean this episode there wasn't much to talk about. I felt like
it wasn't
content wise. Yeah, it was pretty straightforward.
Oh yeah, the little dog died too. The little dog. Oh yeah, the dog.
Pipe.
Was that his name? Pipe.
Yeah, Pipe.
He died. I think. What was that note though?
They read it. There was first. It was
Didn't Natsume say she took the dog or Pipe though?
No,
was
she
that
said
her
she was
saying
gonna
that?
take. That was before she wrote that prior to them leaving. She didn't know that the dog were just gonna evaporate.
Okay.
So it was a note that she wrote prior to them going, and the note saying that she was gonna take care of Pipe while Kabu was gone. The Kabu read the note and then wrote some shit and left it on her window for her to read.
Okay, that's what
saying
that was.
He was sorry.
I was confused. All right.
For ruining her life.
Basically, yeah.
All right, I really want to get to ReZero. Let's rent a girlfriend. We can run through this quick.
Oh yeah.
So
what the fuck? Oh, it's a fly.
Is there a fly in here? Yeah, there's a fucking loud ass fly in here. Sorry. With the two different animation styles together, it's kind of weird.
With what?
Oh, I agree on that, Q. Because now the emoji dudes, the cyborgs that look like fucking emojis are going to be in the same world as the humans. And that is going to look weird when they finally see each other. That's one interaction I wait for.
When they was in the car and Kabu was driving, like, I'm like, how's he seeing over the fucking way? How's he seeing over the...
He's like this. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
I'm like, his feet ain't even touching the pedal, bro. He's just sitting on here holding the wheel. Like I'm like, he whipping the fuck out this damn Jeep, nigga. But how is he driving?
You can't see. 2, you're not reaching that pedal, so I don't know. That's funny. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that shit do look weird. But yeah, what was next?
He was saying how it's when because you know what's gonna happen when Natsume meets Kabu as he is.
Oh,
like it's gonna look weird as fuck. Yeah. Like the animation style's gonna look weird because it's completely different animation.
It is. That is gonna be bizarre as fuck to see.
No, that was a good point, Q. I forgot about that.
I wonder how they're gonna look fighting that tall ass Godal though. That
together.
Demonic.
Wait, so now I'm curious. Can the cyborgs use
the
gear?
But I got so many questions.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it's answered. But yeah, on to Rent a Girlfriend. This episode is him basically trying to mend his friendship with
the rat face dude.
We can call him rat face dude because he's irrelevant. Kazuya mending his relationship with the guy that rented Ruka as a girlfriend and was exposed in front of Kazuya. And so, Kibu. I think it's Kibu.
I think you're right.
But we're going to say rat face dude because it's funnier. So, rat face boy ends up finding out that Kazuya also had to rent a girlfriend. So, they have this whole moment. And the way he finds out is because Kazuya asks Chizuru or Mizuhara to please go be a rent-a-girlfriend. Like, you know where it's going. You don't see. You just say he's asking her a favor. And so she goes to be a rent-a-girlfriend date for Ratface. And they go on, like, a little date, like a merry-go-round or some shit.
They went to an amusement park.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and he wasn't going to do it because he thought that they were just, like...
Well, I don't need this shit. Y'all set me up. He thought it was a setup.
He thought it was a setup. Like to make him feel stupid.
Yeah.
And then... She's like, oh, I'm going to go to this amusement park alone that I paid for. So
well, as a man, I can't let you do that. Yeah. So he goes, and then, he ends up actually having fun.
Yeah. And then him and, of course, because fucking Kazuya can't not stalk people. He's there watching, and he gets called out. And then they kind of have a moment. He leaves, and they squash it pretty much. And so he enjoys the rest of his paid date with Mizuhara.
Yeah.
And at the end of the episode, Mizuhara asks Kazuya basically to be a rent-a-boyfriend for a rent-a-girlfriend. It's just a whole cycle of
But leading
fake
up
dating.
to that was hilarious to me, bro. He was like, oh, she wants to meet on the balcony at 9 o'clock.
Oh, yeah, he getting all ready.
This nigga was putting oil in his shit. He was like, oh, do my breath stink? Wait, do my apartment smell like shit? Hold on, wait. Like, bro, he was trying to get ready just to go step out on the balcony.
Then he gets out, and she's in her fucking pajamas.
Right,
It's like, bro, it's not even like, and he's not even, when we're saying balcony, literally their balcony where their window is, so they can't even touch each other. It's just them on their balconies talking to each other from their separate rooms. So it's just like, bro, chill.
Yeah, it's not that serious.
And she's in her fucking PJs.
Yeah.
But she asks him to go on a date with this new rent-a-girlfriend who's really bad because she's shy. And so he won't have to pay. So it's just him getting more experience being a weirdo.
Yeah, and it's like, she was like, I know you're not a threat.
Yeah, which is basically going to be one of the other girls that we see in the intro because there's been a fourth girl for a while now. I'm like, when is she going to get introduced?
So it's definitely going to be her.
Yeah.
I think they said her name.
They said her name, but it was extravagant. I was like, we're going to hear it again, so I don't care. Because the characters we have established are Mami-chan, or Mami, Ruka, and Chizuru / Mizuhara.
Yeah.
So we'll be introduced shortly to the fourth one.
We got a new dynamic coming in here. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting.
But yeah, I don't give a fuck. I want to read Zero, motherfucker.
Yeah, the real one.
Our favorite anime right now. Easily, like, bro, oh, my God. There's shit happened, too, that I just, like, bro, there was just a lot.
So much.
A lot happened in this
Hopefully,
episode.
I can remember. A lot happened on the last one.
Yeah,
bro, they keep packing this shit on. Like, it's so fucking dope, bro. Bro. I don't even remember what
because he was a disciple of sloth. Now he's a fucking disciple of greed because he swallowed her juices or had swallowed her juices
didn't even
in
know
the tea.
it.
He didn't know it because the tea was actually just basically her cum or her sweat or her hair or something.
Something. It might have been ground up teeth. Who knows?
Could have been booty juice, booty milk.
Hey,
I don't know, but he'd been drinking it, and so now he is a disciple of greed.
And we find out that was it Ryuza? Is that her name? The little pink.
Yeah, Ryuza Myers.
Yeah, so
it was weird to say Myers. I was like,
yeah,
it was so out of place when I said that. I was like, Ryuza
Myers. Myers. That sounds
all right.
Just a regular American girl.
Yeah, so they just started calling her Myers instead of Ryuza at one point. I was like, this is weird.
Weird as shit. But apparently they're clones or whatnot because the Echidna was trying to basically discover immortality. Yeah.
Because the first one that she created, the first Ryuza Myers she created, she put part of her soul in. So when Echidna died, she would still live on as Ryuza Myers, but only stayed in that one little body, which is in that fucking big ass gem.
Yeah, that's the original one.
And so that's where all those little gems are from, pretty much.
Yeah.
And so now there's a bunch of Ryuza clones everywhere, but for the most part, they're all kind of just empty shells.
Yeah.
And they're literally just mana constructs, pretty much. And the four original ones, like one of the four, the Bilma, pretty sure it's Bilma, is the one that he's been talking to. And she's like 400 years old. And like over those years has developed a personality and a worth.
Well, yeah, because she was drinking. Like they don't need to eat or anything, but she was drinking tea. And he was like, "Well, why are you drinking tea?" She's like, "Well, it's a hobby. I like drinking. I just like drinking."
Where does it go?
What?
Her tea. Does
she just have a? Oh,
she doesn't need. They don't need resources. She's made of mana. Does she?
Maybe
does she pee?
Maybe. Yeah, she doesn't.
Or
have an organ
did she just
system.
like just squirt it out as magic?
I don't think she has
power?
a bladder.
hand squirting.
Is it just for taste? Is you drinking for taste?
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, going forward from here. Fuck. What the fuck? So Garfield was also a apostle or disciple of greed.
Yeah.
Which is why he was so fucking. It explains though the first few times when he came back that he got super aggressive towards Subaru.
Yeah, and then as well as why because it was one of the questions I had in previous podcasts we did where I brought up, or previous episode we did, where I brought up like why Garf didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And he asked Garfield that same question this time.
He was testing him too. That was deep to me. He tested him. Cause he was like, "Nah, I know what'll get a rise out of you." And he stepped back and said, "Oh, you was testing me, motherfucker? You crazy? I'll kill you. Yeah. I could have killed you."
He's basically at this point he's just like, "Go ahead,
for real.
I'll be back."
For real shit, like it don't even matter, bro.
And then Garf was telling him how he doesn't know what it's like to be through a bunch of pain, and he said, word, nigga, I know hell. I've seen hell.
That was deep. I was like, yes,
through hell and back
multiple times.
And Garf didn't know how to take it because he's like, you regular ass motherfucking human. At the same time, he's like, yo, he
look in his eyes, bro. Look in his eyes.
Because they had a moment. I was like, this anime, just the amount of emotions you feel just through the characters, the storytelling, the back,
good.
like this is the best shit, bro. Like especially this season has been fucking killing it. Like if you are not watching ReZero, fucking watch ReZero, bro. Because the amount of trauma and shit and the amount of growth for Subaru this season is like the most character development I've seen in any anime.
Swear.
Or like a span of time.
Like he's changing every episode. Like literally every episode
it's
he's
about
changing.
Time. There's a minute where he was just a bitch crying constantly. Just he'd die and cry, die and cry, die and cry.
Yo, I forgot about when the Witch of Envy gobbled him up in that darkness.
Yeah, in the shadow, and they saw, and it was like
he didn't die.
Yeah, he didn't die.
And
he was seeing the memories. He was seeing the memories of all the other people that had been devoured by envy.
Yep. She's like, love me, I love you, I love you.
That was how we found the Bilma's gem, or basically Echidna's gem.
Yep.
Of where she was, the original clone of her was being held.
That's also. He saw her face, too.
He saw her face, and it was Amelia.
Yep.
It was Amelia.
And he was shook when he woke up.
Yeah, because he'd been told
before.
He was
like, why am I shaking when he woke up? Because he'd been told
before that Amelia was the Witch of Envy, and he didn't want to believe it, but he saw that bitch's face, and it was Amelia.
And he woke up next to her after he came back to life. And that nigga was shook. He was literally shaking.
Shaking his face, handshaking. He's like, why am I scared? Why am I scared? Then he did eventually touch her, but he was like scared to look at her.
Whoa.
So now that adds a whole other dynamic now.
Yeah, man.
Which I'm like, about fucking time, because it's like, we done known.
Now you know.
Yeah.
And then when he saw her when he was out walking in the forest by himself and like that moonlight was shining.
Yeah, he was like, oh shit, it's about to go down. But
he's
it didn't.
Like, you look like a fairy.
It's supposed to be a compliment in the human world.
I laughed.
Yeah, no, that was funny. It was a funny, cute moment.
You called me a slut, basically.
Yeah, I was like, no, god damn it. Whoops.
That shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
But now that episode was so good, man. What else? I feel like some other shit happened.
Bro,
we didn't see Roswell though.
We didn't see Roswell. We didn't see Otto. We saw Ram shortly.
We did see Otto, but that was when they was going to sleep or whatever. It was like a little scene.
All right.
And then at the end, he ended up going back to the mansion to get them to leave. So he's just going to be there by himself.
So the end of the episode was him going to, what's that bitch's name with the pigtails?
Oh, Beatrice.
Yeah. He went. So first he told all the maids to leave.
Damn, I forgot about that comment.
Then he went to Beatrice.
Yeah.
And this nigga still hasn't said the fucking phrase Roswell told him to say. I'm like, nigga, when the fuck? You've been told twice now. You've been told 2 different motherfucking phrases, and you haven't said the goddamn thing. Fucking say something.
She seems to know what's up too, though.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, so is it like, do her and Roswell share a conscience? What's written in these fucking books?
Come on.
Because then it's like, or are they not forgetting anything that's happening when he's going back?
Real talk.
Because I'm like,
because it's like it's like
the way she interacted with him this time was way different.
Way different.
It
was almost like she was expecting.
So I'm curious, does what happens in what's written in the book change depending on what he does? Like, regardless of him dying, is it if he takes this action, it writes something? If an action's taken, so is it? Is the future being written as his actions are made?
Literally, like life. Like each decision makes these infinite.
Yeah, it's not like it's like not like the book. The pages are already filled in. It's like each page is filled in depending on what he does. So if he does something, it writes what's going to happen next based on what he does.
I wonder.
I'm curious if that's what's done, and if Roswell has the same book or not, because
Right,
we saw him with the book as well. It was like the same shit,
one
but it
and the
wasn't a
same.
gospel.
Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, there's some Brock.
Like, if you're not watching ReZero, guys, please watch ReZero.
You have to.
Just get into it. Leo,
I implore you.
watch ReZero. You got a bunch to binge. Like you love character development and shit. This is by far the best one.
That's top of my list. That and Food Wars.
Watch this first.
Bro.
ReZero.
ReZero, bro.
Watch ReZero.
Like,
Watch ReZero. Like, if you're not watching ReZero, please watch ReZero. It's so fucking good.
bro. I love this shit.
Yo, I love you, Q, man. Be easy. We always appreciate you being here, man.
All right, broski. I had to read what he said.
But yeah, like, guys, if you're not watching ReZero, please
All right,
watch
bro.
ReZero. And we're talking to the IG live chat.
Indeed.
Just for a podcast. I'm blanking on
Oh,
words.
Derek.
Just
I
so
didn't
you
even
know.
know Derek was in here. What up, Derek?
Wait, oh yeah.
But yeah,
Derek, watch. If you're not watching ReZero, bro, get on it.
So
Get the fuck on it.
good, bro. I need to start just watching that first every week. I usually save it to watch last because I know it's gonna be dope.
I watched my two
but-
favorites first. So I watched God of High School since the last episode hype, and then I watched ReZero right after.
Okay, I
Because
need to start doing
at the
that.
very least, I was like, if God of High School disappoints me, I know I won't be disappointed with ReZero.
Mm-hmm.
So I go God of High School
100%.
ReZero, and then I go everything else. Just kind of like,
They did bring up Puck again too.
Yeah, that's right. She was asking for Puck. She just really wants Puck, and Subaru was like, fuck, I don't
I
know.
don't know where that motherfucker at, bro. He been MIA
Yeah,
the
and-
whole season.
Yeah, Puck is the little cat, floating cat that's really a big-ass super monster cat that you see in the movie.
Isn't he like her familiar or something like that?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, kind of. No,
Kinda like
they have a contract. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that can't always be available to her.
Right.
He's her familiar. That's not, and like his whole goal is to be her guardian. He's
What
her
the fuck
guardian.
is he doing?
Yeah, long ass catnap.
Facts. Oh, somewhere eating catnip. He high on catnip somewhere.
Bro, I'm trying to
That's
think.
weird.
Like, a lot happened in that episode. I'm trying to think if there's anything
Bro, it was
else
so
I'm missing.
much. So okay.
We got the important shit definitely, but
Right.
there's probably some subtle shit that we can't think of.
'Cause
Like this episode was jam packed. It was a great episode.
Garfield did get bodied by the witch.
Oh yeah, he died instantly, damn near.
Yeah.
So Garfield turns into a big ass buff monster gorilla King Kong tiger, and
She set the shadow inside.
Yeah,
and, like,
it was just like
ripped this motherfucker
basically
apart.
she got Shino powers, like Shino from Naruto, and just controls the shadows, but she don't need light. She just does it, and he turned to a big ass thing. Oh, and the little clones of Bilma, since they're just full of mana, they were just suicide bombing.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Cause he was like, "Yeah, we just gonna beat her with sheer numbers," and they was just running at him.
Running at her, exploding, and did nothing. And then she
nothing.
starts smacking him, and then he jumps in the air trying to do some shit, smacks him out the way. Or no, first grabs his arms and wrists, and then the little bomb, like the little Bilma, start blowing up.
Yep.
And then he breaks out, and then she's just saying "I love you" over and over and over again to Subaru,
Murked him.
just spears him with some shadow tentacles.
And then ripped this motherfucker
Yeah,
apart.
and then he's dead. I was like,
Gone.
God damn! I love the deaths are graphic as shit in this.
bruh, so fucking graphic. I wonder what the fuck gonna happen, bro.
Yeah, guys, you gotta watch ReZero. It's like I can't say enough.
Oh my god, because I feel like the next episode gonna open up with them having that conversation in the room with Beatrice.
Yeah, say
Whatever
the
fuck
phrase,
gonna
pussy.
Say the phrase. You know the bitch gonna show up. I wonder, because you remember last time she let the bitch in. She had to let her in. Because remember we was like, how did she get in that room when Beatrice is the one that controls who comes in there?
Yeah, well,
So I feel like-
they left the door open.
Did they?
Oh, this time they did. I don't know if they did last time. But
this
this
time
time
they
he
did,
walks
yeah.
in and the door stays wide open. I was like, y'all not gonna close that door? Because you
Yeah,
know that bitch
bro.
gonna come in there and slice your guts again.
This whole mystery is surrounding what the
She
fuck
got
happens
a
at that
gut
mansion.
slicing fetish. Yeah.
So we gotta, yeah, I'm ready. I wonder how many episodes this is.
Because now I'm curious. All right, is Roswell a disciple of something or someone or what? Like, because clearly he has a way. Like, it was clear like he has a big role. We don't know what it is, but it's like even deeper.
Oh, and we forget too that Echidna created Sanctuary is basically like a lab.
Yeah,
It's like, it's a
yeah,
big
yeah.
ass-
That's right. I'm glad you remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sanctuary is literally a lab. It was a lab for her to figure out how to get immortality.
Yeah, so that's why the crystals only let certain people in and stuff, and yeah, so that's what that was.
I'm glad you remembered that. I completely blanked.
Bro, I knew it was something.
There's
else.
a lot. Yeah, no,
It was a lot.
this had a lot of information this episode.
Yep. And I remember one thing Subaru said. He was like, "It'd be easier for me to love Echidna than I think he was talking about Envy or somebody. I can't remember. He made a comment about one of the witches. He's like, it'd be easier for me to love.
Oh, it was Envy. It was when that bitch kept saying "I love you" over and over again.
Yeah. I thought that shit was funny. I was like, oh, he already claiming her. Okay.
Well, yeah, because now I'm most curious too. Because remember she said she's got to tell him something the third time he goes to see her.
True.
But now he's gonna be like, bitch, I'm your disciple now.
So much shit, bro.
Yeah.
So I wonder if he gonna do the trial and go talk to Echidna again.
He doesn't have to do the trial to talk to her. Well, I mean, he can do the trial to talk to her.
Right. Because I don't know how he's gonna get back to her. Because it's harder and harder each time.
He
right.
can still do it. He's just gonna have to cry himself to fucking
from the bottom of my heart, bitch.
Yeah.
I want to see you.
That's only what's gonna happen.
Fuck. I wonder, bro. It's so much.
Yeah, bro. Like,
watch.
I hope we get a lot of episodes this season for
I do too. I don't want it to end.
It's so good.
All good things come to an end, but I don't want it to end.
Yeah, you don't want it to become Game of Thrones.
It will never be that.
Nah,
Don't you ever?
It won't be that.
Don't you ever insult?
Because we're at what 1, 2. We're at 10 episodes right now for season 2, and season 1 was 25 episodes.
Word. Let me see.
So,
because this usually we having a down count on here. So Misfits 13.
Yo, I never watched any of this. Oh, did you? Director's cut?
I ain't see it on director's cut. I wonder what that's about.
Find out. But yeah, that pretty much sums up the episode for today, guys.
Mm-hmm.
IG Live just ended. Oh yeah, that's the word I was thinking of earlier was for context. Yeah, when we're looking down and we're talking to anyone, we're talking to people on IG Live.
Yeah.
And IG Live at the moment only lasts an hour for us.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We always appreciate it.
100%.
Nothing but love. We're here just to love and talk about anime, and at least with what we're watching. Yep. So if you're not watching ReZero, start fucking watching ReZero.
Facts.
I'm gonna fucking find you and force your face into a laptop to watch it.
Or not.
But not really. But again, thank you guys so much. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. I'm Jason.
Tony.
Animemperor.
Out. Peace.